What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Edgar Berlanga in the news, man. And today's video, man, it might be perceived as like a diss, but it's not a diss at all, bro. It's really just me being 100% honest with Edgar Berlanga, man, because it's like I feel like Edgar Berlanga could be putting himself in a downward spiral. You know what I'm saying? Like with how he thinks or what he thinks, and it is great, and it's great to have confidence in yourself. It really is. It's really great to have confidence in yourself, and you have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. I'm not mad about that, but it's the difference between having confidence with yourself and just being plain unrealistic. All right, I got to give a major shout out to Mr. J Hill Network. Go follow, subscribe to that YouTube channel, bro. That I love people that can interview like that. He kept it 100, bro, and I really wish we had more people to do that in interviews, bro. Dude kept it all the way 100 with Edgar Berlanga in his interviews. Great interview, bro. It's definitely worth the watch. Make sure you guys go watch that. All right, I'm gonna play a clip off of that off of that interview, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion about Edgar Berlanga.
I ain't want to do like I'm already big enough to make any fight happen. Like I don't like that's it, bro. Like my name is already cemented into the boxing world. You feel me? Like I'm lit right now. So, and I'm the A side on any fight that besides Canelo, because Canelo's the guy. He got all the belts. But besides that, Charlo, Munguia, Plant, Shiraz, any of those guys, I'm the A side. You know
Why you think that though?
Because I'm bigger than all of those guys.
Because all of them niggas essentially did the same thing you did.
Yeah, but it's different, bro. My name is different, bro. Like when Gear just got knocked out.
That was bad.
Plant.
He got knocked out.
He was getting beat up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plant was getting beat up his last fight on the card there. He was getting beat up and then he went up to stop and he fought a bum. Charlo's nowhere to be found. Like niggas
2 years since
he coming back or what? So if you really look at it right now, I'm the biggest thing popping right now. Like at 168, like.
Now, I would have loved to have been a part of that interview because while Jay Hill, dude is a great interviewer, but he even tells you he's a casual to the sport. If I was in that interview, I would have definitely had Edgar Berlanga pissed off at me or whatnot, because it's a lot of things we can break down. First and foremost, he says that he's the A side to guys like Charlo Plant, Jaime Munguia, Jamal Charlo, such and such. Okay, and then when talking about Charlo Plant, because Jay said he was like, bro, they just did everything that you did, and he was like, oh, my name's different. Then talking about Charlo Plant, he said Charlo Plant just fought a bum, right? Well, first and foremost, if you follow my channel, I don't believe in calling no boxers bums. Anybody that gets in the ring and fights and put their lives on the line to feed their family, I just can't call it a bum, because I know what it takes to have to get to that point. So I'm not gonna call him a bum. But if you say, so you're saying that Charlo Plant fought a no name, right? Dude, I kid you not. I remember the guy that Charlo Plant just fought, who was Trevor McCumbee, and yes, indeed, he was a no name, right? I'll give you that, right? But bro, you just fought, and I kid you not, I'm not even being funny. Edgar Berlanga just fought, and I promise the guy, I still cannot remember the dude's name. I couldn't even remember his name. Like, bro, nobody knows this dude that you just fought. So how, like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is why, like I'm saying, dude is not being honest with himself, dog. He is lying to himself. He says that he's the A side, bro. Do you know what every single one of those guys that have in common that you just named? You just said you're the A side over Charlo, over Plant, over Jaime Munguia. Guess what they all have in common that you don't? They was all once a world champion. Edgar Berlanga has never been a world champion, bro. So how in the world are you the A side over them? All right, this man went on there saying how Canelo Alvarez, and everything I'm saying is facts, bro. You can fact check it, right? If this dude said he went to war with Canelo, bro, what is your definition of a war, my dude? Because, bro, that was not no war. That was a one-sided fight that you lost, bro. A back and forth war is some stuff like Bivol versus Archer Better Be, something like that, like where it's competitive. I don't know anybody who gave you more than one round. gave you. So how is that considered a war, bro? This is the stuff that I'm talking about with Edgar Berlanga, bro, and this is why a lot of people really don't care for him, because it's like, bro, it's one thing when if it's nothing wrong with to me, even in the sport of boxing, you have to have that confidence, right? It's nothing wrong with even being cocky, in my opinion, bro. But when I don't like seeing people that are cocky for no reason. Stuff like Edgar Berlanga is doing. This man really just sat on this interview and said that he was bigger than all those guys. I mean, first and foremost, let's keep it 100, bro. If we're gonna go like what? Here's my question. What numbers are you going off of to prove that point? Because if we're going off of first, we can break it down in different categories. If we're going off of social media, bro, Caleb Plant has more followers than you. I think you got like 680,000. Caleb Plant has 720,000 followers or whatnot. I don't know. I think Jaime Munguia might have a million. Matter of fact, let me go check Jaime Munguia real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I'm pulling up Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia has 1.3 million pay-per-view. I'm not saying pay-per-view. I'm sorry. 1.3 million followers on Instagram. You only have half the followers of Jaime Munguia, but you think you're bigger than them. You think you're the A side. What kind of sense does that make? Then on top of that, you're talking about Caleb Plant, he just got beat up by his last guy, but yet you're calling out Jaime Munguia, who just got knocked out by his last guy. What sense does that make, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing that's why I wish somebody that knew the sport a little bit more, because again, this is shout out to Jay. Jay, that dude did his thing. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Baltimore. That's where he's from. Shout out to all them. He kept it 100, bro. And he did an excellent job. But just imagine if he would have known the sport even more. If he would have been like a hardcore boxing fan. Just imagine, because he's out. Everything he said about Berlanga is 100% correct, bro. Like, dog, Berlanga, you're not bigger than them guys, dog. Now he does have more followers than Jamal Charlo, all right. But as far as like Caleb Plant and Jaime Munguia goes, dog, what have you done? What have you done that they haven't done? And then here's the thing. When I asked what numbers, what category are we? What numbers are we going to back up? How this star power that you claim that you have? Because, bro, before the Canelo fight, dog, you was fighting in a fucking small room. Like you wasn't. What you was like? Probably was. What was you like? You was fighting in the smaller room in Madison Square Garden. I believe it was Madison Square Garden, but wherever he was fighting, it was a small room, bro. Like, you couldn't have done more than like 2,000-3,000 people. So where are these numbers? And again, this is no shade. Everything I'm saying, you can go back it up and look it up. Like, it's facts. So it's like, where are these numbers that you're talking about that makes you this mega star that you think you are, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I'm just telling you this to level you out, to bring you down back to reality, bro, because that type of like arrogance that you have can lead you into a wrong path, man. Or you gonna mess around and you gonna either have to humble yourself, or you gonna be sitting on somebody's shelf for a long time, bro. Then you had the nerve to say that your name is big enough to where you don't need a promoter, right? Okay, for what now? And I'm sidebar. I'm gonna give Edgar credit for this, because Edgar was dropping some gems in there. A lot of people don't know. The TV, the networks is the people with the paper. The promoters are really the middlemen, and I'm gonna give him credit on that. That is a fact, right? Here's the thing, though, buddy. You said your name is big enough to where you don't need a promoter, bro. If I go down the street right now. Right, if I walk outside the crib and just go down the street right now while I'm sitting in the front yard, but anyway, if I go down the street right now, bro, right, and I go ask a random person, hey, do you know who the hell Edgar Berlanga is, bro? If I go ask 10 people right now, do you know who Edgar Berlanga is? Have you ever heard of Edgar Berlanga? I guarantee you all 10 of them are gonna say no. If I just go ask 10 random people. So until that moment comes where I ask 10 people, do you know who Edgar Berlanga is? And 7 of them say yes, bro, you need a promoter, my dude. And that is no shade. That is a fact. You are not Canelo Alvarez, bro. I'm in Arizona right now, right? If I go ask 10 people, If I go ask 10 people right now, do you know who, have you ever heard of Canelo Alvarez? I guarantee you 7 of them are going to say yes. 6 or 7 of them are going to say yes, right? And these are people like that are non-boxing fans or anything like that, right? If I go to the inner city and ask you, I'll probably get even more because it's a lot more Hispanics and stuff like that. So I guarantee you, bro. But if I go to, I got friends in New York, right? If I can, you have to think, and I believe this is what I think, right? I think Edgar Berlanga is, I think he's living in a world of just surrounded by Brooklyn, and that's cool. That's your home, my guy. By all means, shout out to Brooklyn all day. Shout out to Brooklyn. But the world is much bigger than that, dog. You know what I'm saying? If I go ask somebody from New York right now, hey, do you know who Edgar Berlanga is? What do you think the chances of them saying yes is, bro? Obviously it's 50-50, right? But I mean, what I mean by that is, bro, I guarantee you a lot of people still don't know who you are. You have 680,000 followers, which is good, but it's like, bro, if you was a star like you said you were, bro, dog, you're not even in the M's yet. What Danny Jacobs say to Charlo, my dude, you ain't even touch an M yet. So it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Take a slice of humble pie. Bring yourself back to reality. I love the confidence, bro. Keep that confidence, bro. Just have it in. Just come back to reality, my dude. Because again, and anybody that's watching this video, nobody can say, "Oh, you're a hater." Because if I'm a hater, well, first and foremost, you people use the word hater too loosely. Because you can't say I'm hating when everything I say I can back up with facts. You know what I'm saying? So. You just Edgar Berlanga, you got to take a slice of humble pie, my dude. You're not that guy. You're not the A-side. You've never been a world champion. You never headline. Dog, your next fight off of a Canelo fight, you on the undercard fighting, and again, I don't even know this dude's name. So it's like, bro, you've never had like 10, 11, 12, 13,000 people come to your fight headliner. Like, bro, come on, brother. Like, no shade, but my guy, you're not that guy yet. You can be. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying it's not impossible. Or I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's impossible. But it's like, bro, you're just not there yet, and that's okay. Give yourself time to grow. Or you can come. You know what I'm saying? Just give yourself time to grow. But understand this, bro. With the type of behavior that you're displaying right now, dog, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening, dog, because you're not that guy. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it, man. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go watch that interview, man. But what do I know?